Hello, and welcome to Rhapsody. This episode, Tossed Ranking and Scrambled Requests. I just got back from vacation, so that's why there was a week pause. So I figured that since I have indulged myself for a little bit, I am going to spend the entire month of January getting to some of the requests that you guys have given me, because Lord knows there's a lot. And I figured this first episode of the month, I'm just going to take a look at some of the random games that have been requested. So just some of the one-off things that don't really have a theme. Just taking a look at a bunch of random games that you guys request that I look at. So we're just going to go ahead and start. There we go. All right. So, yes, I am back after a week vacation. So, as I said in the intro, January is going to be request month. So we're basically going to be taking a look. Oh, thank you for the sub.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever, dude.
Yes. Yes, long time no see, as in a few days. But
Waiting, huh?
yes. So, I was going to say, I think I might actually kind of recap just a few of the things I saw, because there was actually some things that I saw so when I went to vacation, I went to MagFest. So they had some things that I think would be kind of interesting to talk, or just a quick cover, because it does actually have something relative to do with stream. So with them having such a huge arcade, I actually got to play some games that we ranked in their actual native habitat, which is kind of interesting. For example, I got to play Batrider on an actual arcade machine. Actually,
it was great.
Both me and Carnival got to play Batrider on an actual arcade cabinet, which that game's still good. Also got to play the arcade version of Ikaruga, which I'm starting to learn that maybe I'm not the hugest fan of Ikaruga as I thought it was, but still pretty decent. Also, Twinkle Star Sprites is really good. It was also good to just play the original after playing the Toho version of it. Because, yeah, that original is still really good. And also, I've kind of figured out that you kind of need to play that in an arcade. Because playing that with an actual controller, your thumb can't press the button fast enough that you kind of need to, getting some of those counters off. So that'll be interesting when I take a look at that again. I'm just trying to think of some of the other things that were there.
I saw Mushime.
Oh, yeah. They had... So, two of the cabinets that they had were basically just Xbox 360s. Or they might have been PS3s. But basically, they were just hooked up, like, in an actual candy cab. So, basically, they went through all the M2 shot triggers, except for Dangan Favoron, which they did not have the M2 version. They did have the actual arcade board, though. So, yeah, I got to play Battle Garaga M2. I got to play Sorcerer Striker in an actual arcade, which that's nice. Also, the thing that I hated was the first day that we got in there, they had the Xbox 360 version of Pink Sweets and Mushy Mushy Pork.
No!
Just going.
They also had Thaddeus Blaze.
Yeah, the last day they had Caladrius Blaze just on one of those cabinets, too.
Okay, but what about the cursed Guilty Gear cabinet?
Oh, yeah. So basically, I did not play it because I'm not a huge Guilty Gear fan. But just an interesting thing. So a lot of the cabinets there were basically just like they were from different games. Like there was a Radical Bikers cabinet that I forgot what they turned into. And then also they had a Final Fight there, but it was in, what game was it? It was in something that should definitely not have been Final Fight. I think it was a light gun game, actually. But yeah, they had Final Fight there. But the thing is with this cursed Guilty Gear cabinet was, it was Guilty Gear XX, but it was a repurposed Mortal Kombat 2 machine. So if you've never seen the layout for a Mortal Kombat 2 machine, it is basically the worst kind of button setup for Guilty Gear, because it's like, if I remember correctly, it's like an X, so that you have your four main buttons and then something off to the side, and then like I think it was like high punch with like on the side, and I didn't play it, but yes, that was there as well.
Also, the buttons were wired wrong, so the buttons didn't line up for inputs.
Oh, that too.
Yep.
Also played a bunch of rhythm games, and poppin' music is also really good.
Nice.
Also, it was great because I had the most recent version, which had the theme to Pop Team Epic in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Unfortunately, not a lot of other songs that I liked. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, is that the Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet, since Mortal Kombat is a game where your inputs are like left, right, up, down, you don't really do circles, so that also was not great. So yeah, that's just kind of the things that I saw there. Also saw some Play Choice 10s, which are also interesting. That's kind of... I don't think I think that was later that they added circle inputs. But yeah, also they had some Neo Geo machines, which is also neat. Got to play Windjammers in the arcade. Also, it was weird because it was one of those that had the universal BIOS that you have access to like the cheat menu. So we were able to turn off the time and play it like how you should be playing that. But yeah, also I did not play it, but there was just a dedicated Neo Turf Masters machine. So that's there. But yeah, that's just some of the things I saw that I think were noteworthy. Although getting into cabinet that I saw there is actually getting into our first game. This was actually, because the thing is, the first game we're going to take a look at was not requested specifically by Bear, but it was actually the third of this game, which I did play at MagFest. Also realized I suck at this game a lot. So this game that I'll load up real quick, if I can find it, is this. Oh, I just realized something. Okay, NAS, are you going to work for me? Give me 1 second. Oh, or not. Okay, here we go. So this is Data East Chain Reaction, also known in Japan as Magical Drop. So this is apparently, obviously this is the English version of Magical Drop. The thing with Magical Drop, the releases in Japan, were the fact that this version of the game is actually a enhanced enhanced version of the original game. So in the original, there was just Magical Drop in Japan, but there was also a version that was called Magical Drop +1 that added a separate mode, which is interesting, but not going to be the mode we're going to take a look at. So, yes, Magical Drop. It is, as you can see here, it is a kind of, think of it like a reverse Puyo Puyo, where basically, rather than things falling down from the top of the screen, you are actually taking things and throwing it to the top of the machine, or the screen.
I see.
So, yeah, it's still a match 3 kind of thing, except you're really only matching 3 vertically rather than horizontally to get things to break. So might as well just get into the game itself. Also, I'm going to turn this up a little bit because this sounds a little quiet. So I'm just going to quick show this off. There's a solo play mode, which is interesting because this mostly is a versus series. So we're not actually going to take a look at this because that's not how the game's meant to be played. We're going to battle mode. So you have a choice of 6 characters in this game. All the characters in Magical Drop are based off of the major arcana of the tarot. I'm going to play as Fool. I don't know what the difference between the people are in this one, because I don't think they really have major differences until like later ones. Also, one thing that I find interesting about this game is that this is a game that... So if you think about a game like Tetris or like Puyo Puyo, that's a game about like trying to form like extremely long combos in like trying to kind of think of like a long game. This game is incredibly quickly, and if you try and spend time trying to figure out like chains, you're actually going to lose because you're just not going to be fast enough to have to deal with everyone. So you can hold as much of one particular piece at a time. But yeah, you can't, like, match. So also the weird thing is that, so these things with the S's, basically what that'll do is that will take out all of the type that, like, it has the S, like, so, like, this cake, if I get another of these cake, like this one over here, I will destroy all cakes on the screen.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this game has a really, like, especially compared to, like, later ones in the franchise, is that this game has a really weird look to it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute, and the later games of the franchise definitely kind of deviated away from this. Actually, the thing is, also one other thing they changed in this version is they made it so that the graphics are, like, they're different things between the stages, because in the original, they're just like these marbles. So in here, they're actually like shapes, depending upon who you're playing against. So there's actually two ways to win. So you see those numbers in the middle? Those are our quota. Basically, in order, you can either get 150 or get the quota broken up. This is not good. There we go. Whoop. Wait, oh, shit. Damn it.
Wow. That was a fast turnaround.
Yeah, and that's also the thing. So, me and Bear were playing 3 versus each other. Those rounds went by extremely quick. Like, there were rounds that lasted like a grand total of like 10 seconds. Also, the thing is that with this one, you can't combine the S's and the non-S's. So you can't, like, use a star to break those stars that I have.
Why do the cubes glint like that?
I'm not 100% certain. Thank you for the raid.
The horn of the Londor.
That's also another thing that the later games kind of get, is they get kind of horny in a weird way.
What do you mean, kind of? I saw that cabinet.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to...
So... Basically... Like, one of the more popular characters in this game is actually the final boss of this particular one. It's the world. The world is basically just a naked lady that's just surrounded by a ribbon. There were some very popular gifs going around for winning animation, which is basically her jumping up and down and the obvious thing happening.
I like how the devil sulks.
Yeah.
And the priest just like prays. It's cute.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. Oh, mirror match.
disgusting. It's time for chess.
Chess is fun.
Also, it's really weird playing this and like not having the marbles and just like, okay, what goes with what?
Which crown goes with the other crowns?
So, you win when you run out of quota, right?
Yes. Let's see.
Good job.
I don't think it's going to help me, but... Chorus.
Good job. Yeah. Watch out.
Whoop.
Good job. Yeah.
See, this is what you, yeah, that's kind of what happens. Basically, they get a chain and it just, the stack just falls. I'll play one more time. Because, yeah, you kind of get the idea of this, especially in this one. Like, there really isn't much difference between the stages, other than it's like, oh, it gets progressively harder. Also, there is only one song in this game, which is not great.
Nope, not at all.
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
Good job. Watch out.
Oh, let's see.
Good job. Good job. Watch out. Good job. Watch out. Yeah. Watch out.
Holy sh...
Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so yeah, that is essentially this game.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, the first one's pretty basic, but overall, it's still I like what they tried to do with the kind of puzzle thing, where it's like they give you kind of this field and you kind of just push it around as you want. This is not a dex game. This is a mind game. Actually, no, this is a charisma game. Because it is a versus game after all. But yeah, and if you want to play this game like by yourself, they give you the option. I think only 2 after this is the only one that has that mode in it. And I think actually in certain ports of this game, they actually have like that puzzle mode where it's basically you're trying to take out specific patterns. So yeah. Oh, okay, so 3 does have it? Okay. I'm just used to seeing the versus mode in that. Okay, so even as basic as it is, I'd still say that game is pretty fun to play.
Yeah, I
Like-
put it above Joy Back Fight, honestly.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, well. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if I'd put it above Darkstalkers, but I can kind of see it putting it above Joy Back Fight. Okay, so data. You know, I'm just gonna put magical drop. Because why not? So this is episode 71. Also it was 95, which is kind of late for that kind of thing. Like that just seems like a earlier 90s game, but it's actually 95. Which is weird because that game got a SNES port, so that was a very late SNES port then. But yes, that is Data East. Also, I shouldn't say the only one, but yeah, after they did that one was just a dedicated arcade release. The later ones in the franchise would be they would go to the Neo Geo, whereas kind of where it kind of flourished. I would definitely call that game cutesy. That one I would definitely call cutesy. Later ones, maybe not so much.
Horny.
Yes. And yeah, even like the world, the character in here is like very, like, trying to think of the word, more subdued than it is in later ones. I was gonna say I was gonna search for like just a picture to show you what the world looks like in later games, but I'm not gonna do that. Because if I search for that, that's gonna have weird things pop up. So.
See, no, you just go to the Metrical Drop wiki and then find the image that way.
Oh, here, yeah, I can do that. So, Magical Drop. Let's not. Well, that's the 5 one. So basically, this is what the world looks like. Yeah. Okay, so the sound in that is not great. It is basically the same song over and over again, and it just is not that great of a song. So I would probably put that D. The style is very cute, although I feel that it is more refined later on. So I think that is probably something that I would maybe ding it a little bit for, but maybe not too much. So it still doesn't look bad. So I think it's above C, but I would probably just put it B. Feel. It still feels as good as like the other ones. The one thing that gets added in later ones, I believe in 3, is basically the ability to push down the stack, like manually, which can actually help you because it will give you more chances to like larger combos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still pretty good on its own. I'd probably give it a B. History, I would probably give 2 over this one. Oop.
Spark the Electric Jester, PC.
Thank you. I can do that. Oh, can I? What the? I keep on forgetting what my buttons are in here. Oh, I guess it's not giving me that in here. All right, should know. I gotta do this. And accept. Okay. So, history, I would probably give this maybe a C. Oh, not that. Probably give it a C. And then for age, so one of the things that I did actually put out during the time I was off is I put a video basically that was kind of explaining some of the things I plan on doing in later kind of iterations, or like especially next month, which I think is kind of a stopgap between the halfway and full year mark of this. The age category might be going away, so I'm just going to put this as C unless I think it particularly noteworthy.
Okay.
An approach, I mean, this one is pretty approachable for a puzzle game like this. So I'd still say C. Okay, so yeah, that's Magical Drop. The first in a kind of interesting franchise because later games in that franchise would get taken over by different companies, and that always goes well. Okay, so I believe the next game, and I'm going to do this kind of in order of that they're requested. This game, if it's the game I'm thinking of, yes. So this is one that Lord Tyrion requested that I take a look at, and it is one that I've never heard of. And it is a Game Boy Color game.
Oh god, no. Info.
Oh man, Infrogames and licensed. Oh boy.
Also, the music's pretty good from what I can tell. So the one thing I kind of noticed about this when I was looking at the soundtrack for this game is that it is composed by a Spanish composer by the name of Jose Gonzalez. And I've seen their name a lot in like NES soundtracks, and he has a very distinct style. In that you could tell that he very much started his life as a composer for microcomputers. And this is Looney Tunes Collector Alert. Let's just go ahead and start. Also, I have no idea how long this game is.
Just gonna keep that song going.
It pops. He doesn't go to Florida, he goes to Albuquerque. What is this bullshit?
Well, that's where he ends up. He took
turned to Albuquerque.
That's
a
right,
wrong
yeah.
turn at Albuquerque. Okay, so this is a map. So we have items that we can use. So I'm guessing that we get characters later on. It looks like a lot of them, too.
Jeez.
The real characters were the friends you made along the way.
And yep, so we
Yes.
have carrots which heal us, I believe, and a map. So this appears to be a top-down platformer. This looks like an Elmer Fudd.
And what was this for again?
This is Game Boy Color.
Oh wow, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Also, that is a good face at the bottom right.
Yeah. Cecil the Turtle.
Ah, that fucker.
Okay, I just read the Wikipedia article and it's an interesting description it has, but I don't want to spoil anything.
So it looks like Marvin the Martian is planning on destroying the Earth. Oh,
But not with the usual Q35 matter modulator.
let's see what's up here first. Oh,
This is just like the Ocelot fight in Metal Gear Solid.
provided they jumped on Ocelot's head also.
Oh,
Wait.
you're wrong. This is clearly Sniper Wolf.
No, it's not Sniper Wolf because I'm not using a Nikita to cheese it. Oh.
I can't believe you beat the end.
It's a real game now.
Yep, you got a gun.
Oh. Okay, he cannot jump.
He can't jump, but he can shoot. I guess now that you're a bit into gameplay, would you like me to explain what was interesting about the Wikipedia article?
Sure.
This game, like many created during the Pokemon craze, attempts to recreate the capture and collect aspect of the Pokemon games. Thus, Bugs can at any time call out Looney Tunes characters that he obtained into battle and put them to separate use such as Daffy Duck Sunbeam. Are you ready for some Looney Tunes Pokemon, Lolo?
Sure.
What type is Elmer Fudd?
Steel type, obviously.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
Uh-oh, the good character.
Sure.
Fucking love Hazel.
No, it's great.
This other hunter who's not Elmer.
Wait. Oh. Wow, that was pointless.
Okay, but is Hazel psychic or fairy type?
Couldn't it be both?
Yeah, I was gonna say both, honestly.
Or is she dark type?
Dark fairy.
Dark fairy.
Dark
Yeah.
fairy, there you go. She'll be useful in case we run into any dragons.
I was just saying, can I not go out until...
Honestly, this game looks really good.
It does. Like, it is a lot more competent than it really has a right to be.
Yeah.
Because it's, if I remember correctly reading because it was made by an Infrogames, like, internal studio, and it looks like it was one that made, like, a grand total of, like, 3 games. The Game Boy Color port of Worms Armageddon and I believe another Looney Tunes game. That is, if Moby Games is to be believed. Also, they're giving me so many carrots that... Nope, that's what I wanted to do.
Infrogames Lion House.
Oh. Oh, I know how to solve this. Oh.
Yeah, they don't have a separate Wikipedia page, it just takes it to,
Oh, that gun does not work.
not very well, yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so when is Elmer Fudd useless against the first gym, so you need to get a Porky Pig and steamroll the game with him?
Oh, I see what I need to do.
I know, right?
Oh. This would be a lot better if the game had a lot more better control on, like, where I can actually, like, place. Okay, there we go.
I like how they're attempting to recreate his accent through phonetic spelling.
Okay, so... I now have... Oh, it's just their portraits that I got. But...
Speed challenge.
glad they're generous with the carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the fact that the carrots give you like a half a heart per.
The way the carrots spin, it just reminds me of bananas from DK64.
I could see that. Oh, that looks like gold. Oh, okay.
That guy exploded, damn.
He doesn't respawn either. Okay, that's not that great. Oh, that's... There we go. Wait, how do I... There we go.
How's it feel to get fucked up by Porky? Holy shit.
Yeah. Fucking destroyed Porky Pig.
Oh wait, you don't get to play as Porky Pig?
Damn. But you got a can of worms now.
That just seems like one of the characters that would be like a guarantee.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Honey, sulfur, palm, worms, and a crystal. Okay, so I need honey and the crystal. Oh, we saw the crystal. Oh, actually, well, let's see what happens. Oh, okay. Okay. I have no idea what that did, but okay. I appreciate the game being kind. The music in this game is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really solid. Like, the Game Boy Color. Like, this is a really good soundtrack for the console and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually took away. It might have reduced the amount that I had, but... Whoop. That...
Soundtrack
You know what?
for Magic Johnson's Basketball.
Oh, I just took us over here.
The hell is that ground tentacle?
I think it's... I don't... It's like supposed to be some kind of worm, I think?
He did the music for the Turok games on the Game Boy Color.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
Turok, Battle of the Bionosaurs. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil.
Okay, so chests just seem to be... money.
The critics are apparently very varied on their opinions of Looney Tunes. Collector alert. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, but GameSpot only gave it a 6.5. Wonder what the Metacritic is actually.
I mean, I'm sure you can probably find out. Seems like...
Clearly we need an HD remake of this.
I disagree.
I mean, if the Eternal Castle or whatever can get an HD remake, this can.
I think it just shows me, like, in a block form, what it is. Damn it.
It's a game about wandering around and collecting things. What's the money?
I don't know. Because we haven't hit a shop yet. I wonder if that's maybe just a collectible thing, or... But enemies drop it, so...
Yeah, no idea.
You know, I kind of think that we've kind of seen what this game has to offer. Like, we've done a few bosses
You gotta
and...
collect 14 people.
Just look at all this crap.
Yeah.
This is
So-
almost adventure game levels of crap.
Yeah, so I think we'll probably... I think we've kind of seen enough on this. And I don't know if it
If you're only gonna have
gets better.
Just when do we have Quicksand slurp all the items out of our
Oh,
pants?
also the weird thing is that, and I don't know if we saw it in a thing, but in order to get to your menu, hit select and save at the same time. Also, is that really all the portrait is?
No man, Lola Bunny.
I mean, it was that period. So some of these, I would imagine, would just be like characters that you'd actually play as.
So these are all secrets, like She-Devil?
Did they have... They had both Speedy Gonzales and his cousin? Is that what I saw?
I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
so.
They
Speedy Gonzales... Oh wait, what's his name?
And then also, leave with credits right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, Slowpoke Rodriguez, I think that's what it was called.
Yes, that's it.
Huh.
I'm getting such YouTube recommendations now if I'm looking at it like Slowpoke Rodriguez is a
Digimon World
pothead.
3.
Okay, so... I mean, yes, I suppose I could do Digimon World 1. Because that's what I'm gonna have to do first.
I would love to see you cock that up.
Yeah, so I think we've seen enough of this. So, let's go ahead and rank
Just,
it.
oh no. Why does my Agumon keep shitting everywhere? How do I take care of this? Oh no.
I mean, I remember that part because I had that game as a kid.
When are you gonna get one of the nun Digimon to shoot people?
This is before them.
That was, yeah, because that one was more like the actual Digipet rather than the cartoon. Or like the
What
later
about
stuff.
Kiwimon and his beautiful laugh.
I don't think that was in there yet.
Kiwimon was in it, I think.
I can't remember.
One.
No,
Wasn't it in-
yeah.
It was an Adventure 01, so yeah.
Okay, so trying to think of what to even rank that as, because technically, I guess it would fall under the resist category, or if
Really? I
would,
thought it would...
or would we count this as like? I would almost say it's like Metroidvania-ish in a way. So
It's,
Delve.
it's action adventure.
I would either... Where do we put, like, that... When the frog... This one.
Okay.
Category.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
it's action adventure. That's what it is.
Okay. So, I would probably put that above for the Frog the Bell Tolls, because I think that game seemed like it was more fun.
I disagree.
Or
I don't know, my problem with you already started getting to it is you were having trouble with direction and meandering.
okay, so that is true, but then again, that one part that we got stuck in for the Frog Bell Tolls was bad. But
to be fair, you played the entirety of that on stream. You only played a little bit of this.
that is also true.
Yeah.
Also, if I remember correctly, after that part, it gets a lot better. So yeah, I can put for the Frog the Bell Tolls above that. Over ActRaiser though.
No.
Let's see.
I think I'd play this over the original Legend of Zelda.
Because I can see that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Sure.
Part of that is my bias, but I really like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, see,
I mean,
I don't have that feeling.
I was saying, though, then again, just as a game itself, that was pretty enjoyable. Also, what the hell just happened?
I mean, it seemed okay. It's just like I did not care for it personally, just because like it had a lot of issues with direction, and also, as you may have noticed, your inventory was full of crap, just kind of annoying.
What the hell did? Okay.
Just like all this random assortment of crap you had on you for some reason.
Oh. Okay, excuse me while my list decides to have a breakdown.
You okay there, buddy?
Where the hell did ActRaiser go?
It died. You killed ActRaiser.
You know what? Hopefully that fixes it, because
Command Z. Command Z.
I don't think that's gonna help me here. I think I'll fix that later. Anyway, or well, if I can just do this and then. Okay, whatever. That's going to be there for a moment. There we go. And then I could. And then. Okay, there we go. So yeah, in between Actress and the original Legend of Zelda, I think is where we kind of figured on that. Okay. Or one. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Looney Tunes Collector. Is it ER or OR?
I don't remember. I always make the same mistake.
I'm just gonna put it like that.
It's Collector Alert, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, just for some reason I couldn't remember how to spell collector.
No, I have the same problem all the
is
time. I understand.
Alert. So it's Looney Tunes Collector, alert.
Yeah, they really made it obvious what they were going for, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, at least there was only one of them. That was 2000. That was by Infrogames for the Game Boy Color. And that was I would call that an adventure game.
Yeah.
Well, first off, Clark, you need to understand it was on the MSX.
It is just a game that is incredibly rambling for like a game that it's like they're also I forgot to accept that. Yeah, it's just a game that is basically aimless. I'd put whimsical for that. The sound was good. I would almost say A.
I would say B personally, just because like the main theme was good, but like a lot of the other tracks kind of got monotonous real fast because they were relatively short loops.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Style. I mean, it looked pretty good.
It was a good looking Game Boy, Game Boy Color game. So I don't know.
That could be. And it felt pretty good too. That could be as well. History, I put E. And then age, it felt fine. And also approach. I'm sure if we kind of played a little bit more, we'd get more. I don't think it was pretty much hard, or obtuse, but yeah.
No, like my biggest problem is it was very like meandering, and once again, the lack of direction kind of made things a bit, I don't know, annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now maybe it was just me. I wasn't really feeling that game personally, but yeah.
All right. So now, what is the next game that I need to take a look at? Let's see. Oh, right. So this is one that Axe requested, and it is a game that is a thing.
Define a thing.
So this is a game that's based on a movie that was based on a book. And actually, this is kind of interesting considering where this author's other stuff would kind of end up in the terms of in the context of games.
Can't believe we're gonna play a Nicholas Sparks game.
No, this is not a Nicholas Sparks game. This is providing that. Okay,
It loads.
Yeah,
Just gotta give it a minute.
It's a book.
I can hear I can hear the NAS warming up. Come on. Okay, so right off the bat, we see something. Oh, we got this.
This is good noise. This is a good noise. This noise is actually very obnoxious, and I fucking hate it.
I like the fact
Thank
that's the
you.
exact same sped up. So yes, this game. I mean, you can see it's based on Paramount thing.
No, Clark,
this
it's a typing
logo.
noise, but worse. This is good. This is good.
No. No. Time for Russia.
So this is The Hunt for the Red October.
Yeah.
So based on the 1987 Tom Clancy book, although, yeah, based on the 1990 movie, I think. But yes, already. Oh, good. Okay, so
It was 1990.
okay, we are the Red October.
No, you are getting fucked up.
I mean that too, but we are supposed to be, I believe, playing as the Red October. I have not read the book or seen the movie, so
So
Yes,
for all
they
you know,
got
this
some
is
bird.
exactly how it went.
pretty much. So also just as a point of trivia,
Rank this in the shmups.
no, I have not.
This should have been a shmup.
Uh,
Shooting things.
also, you hit select and you have the ECM, which I believe will get rid of some of those missiles. This game's ass.
I've
I don't
noticed.
even know what this is supposed to be.
Please
where
describe the
you-
controls.
Well, they're slippery as all hell.
That's because you're in water.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but still. So actually, the thing is that this is actually the third game that was based on The Hunt for the Red October. There were two computer games that were based specifically on the novel, and I believe those were just Sims.
They are, yeah. Yes. I had the Commodore.
But yes, considering how the other franchises that would be Or yeah, just considering the other franchise things that Tom Clancy would have into gamified stuff.
Jingoism.
I mean, yes.
But also
That
literally
very
everything
much.
under the sun.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, the Commodore 64 game is great in all the ways. It's
Oh, yeah.
This is such a menacing song.
Calling it a song is being really generous.
Yeah, also the fact
The
that
song is defined as a collection of organized sounds, Storbo. This is organized, and the song.
Look, it is a song in the most technical sense.
Yeah.
also those missiles are damn near impossible to avoid.
Yep. They have really good tracking.
God, this.
Do we have any submarine experts in the chat? Can you
Also, I love
explain
this
how
slow
well
auto
works?
scroll.
I'm not sure submarine expertise is going to help us in a game like this.
If only Marathian was here, I bet he'd help.
Yeah, I'm sure this would become.
He knows everything about war.
There we go.
Look, the secret to war is don't get hit.
Exactly. I learned that in TF2.
Yeah, fuck you in particular, Lolo. I don't think you're getting past this part, Lolo.
Wow.
You had to kill those little subs so they don't shoot their torpedoes at you.
So what part of this game, when did the people on the submarine sing the Russian national anthem out of, like, spite? I don't know what is going on at all, so maybe?
I too love the underwater turret installations of the United States coastline. I like that this very, like, serious, like, almost political thriller about hunting submarines, starring Sean Connery, just gets turned into a fucking schmuck.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that. Is it Alec? Is that the one that? I mean, it's 1990. Is the?
He attempts to do a Russian accent.
He attempts, but he attempts in the same way he attempted to do whatever the hell he was trying to do in that one Highlander movie, or the two of them that he was in.
He was Spanish.
No, where he was an Egyptian who was pretending to be a Spaniard,
That's
using.
fine.
What a good.
This game sucks.
Yeah.
At least when I send these games, I'm not trying to deliberately spite you.
Oh, what's a
Look,
bad
I've
game?
sent nothing but good games.
This is angry video game nerd material.
Yeah.
I could swear that he's done this before. But
I think
yes.
Expressions, though, they've made a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of shit is what they've made.
Well, on the PC, weren't they the ones who made like the greeting cards and that kind of jazz?
They made greeting cards. They're also the people who made the PC Mega Man game.
Oh, that's where I remember them from. All right.
Nice.
Also,
Mega Man
not that
5.
great not that great Muppet game on the NES too. But yes, that is all I can stand in that game. That technically belongs on the resist list. Let's scroll down a little bit.
What a weird game. Who was that for?
I don't know.
Fans of the movie.
I guess I would.
No, because fans of the movie would have been war nerds. They would have much rather have had a sub-sim.
Yeah,
But also,
Yeah, because if you're a fan of the movie, I would imagine that you'd want to play like the PC ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the piece,
probably.
and they made it for 8-bit computers. They could have made it for the Nintendo. Yeah, the 8-bit Red for Hot October
was a cheap, shitty cash-in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically based on the movie too. So yeah, I kind of would rather play Ernest Evans than that.
Yeah,
I love Quack.
I would agree. Ernest Evans looks like more fun.
Yeah.
Ernest Evans looked more functional.
It didn't have the do 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 do. What the hell is that music? What?
That fucking horrifying, ominous music.
Oh, you mean this? Which, by the way, there are 3 composers who are that are credited for this.
One for each note.
Yes. Technically, that was by Beam Software for the NES. That is technically a shmup. I'm just gonna put. Oh, where are you? There you are. That sound. No. The High-Tech Softworks was the publisher, not the developer.
I figured as much. Like
No,
best
if we're
LG
blaming someone for this, we're blaming Beam Software.
Yeah.
Style, that game did not look good either. It did not.
No.
It did not.
I love Grey.
No.
It felt terribly.
It was really bad.
No.
Even Jaws looks better than that.
I mean, Jaws is surprisingly it's a lot more competent than I think people give it credit for. But yeah.
Yeah, Jaws is just boring, but it's at least a competent game.
Yeah.
Man, just adding to the red pile on this list. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, we at least have some orange.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Debatable level of orange.
see, I'm having flashbacks. The Commodore 64 game is amazing, and like, it's not like the most realistic sub simulator, but it's amazing the details. But it would be stream death because it's so quote realistic unquote that most of your encounters are stealth based, so you spend like 10 minutes wondering if they've seen you or not.
Yeah, and I would say Axe specifically requested that I do the NES version, so that is why I did that one.
Crazy.
So yeah, that was the hunt for the Red October for the NES. Thankfully, we have better games coming along, like this one, for example. I believe the Game Boy one is basically just the NES game. So this is by Sony ImageSoft. Oh, and yeah, this is Skyblazer.
Whatever that is.
I'm actually, you know what? While this plays, I'm actually going to load up the Wikipedia article because there's actually something kind of interesting about this. So yeah, Skyblazer. The original Japanese name for this was it Karurao, I believe? Which basically, that translates into King Garuda. We are playing as the... Let me just make sure that I got it right.
Hindu.
Yes,
Well-
we are playing as the Hindu god, I think?
Garuda
Or-
is the Varuna, which is a mount specifically for Vishnu.
Also, you start right off. So this is a side-scroller.
I see.
The green...
Late for
green-
the Ganon cosplay, I see.
The green meter is our health. The red is our magic, because we can do...
Wizard shit.
You can eat shit.
You can do that, and you have special abilities.
That is a neat monster.
But Garuda is also because there's a bunch of just cultural spreading between in the area. Garuda also can refer to a Buddhist protector deity as well.
Yeah, Ashura, Ashura is just Ashura.
How dare you,
yeah,
shit talk Ashura. My good
I-
buddy
yeah.
Ashura.
I believe the person that is being kidnapped... Oh, also that Raglan that was mentioned in the opening, that is Ravana.
Yes, Ravana, the great villain of the Ramayana, in which the Vishnu's I forget which number avatar goes to save his wife Sita after because it's Hinduism, so the gods play the long game because Ravana's basically gotten himself a boon that he can't be killed by gods. Except technically, Yamaraj, the god of death, could technically kill him, but because he has that boon, the universe would have a hard crash. So the Tramuti just told Yamaraj to chill out.
Also,
Hindu myths are great.
I believe this elder is supposed to be Brahma.
Yes, I
Okay,
can.
so
Brahma, the creator of the Tramuti.
Okay.
So when do we meet Hanuman?
I have no idea. Also, there's a weird thing with trees that they kind of treat them like how some games treat water, where you can just kind of swim through them.
Well, yeah, it's called a sea of trees for a reason.
yeah.
Duh.
I guess.
Even though these woods seems kind of sparse.
Look, the trees know they're in Hindu myth. They don't want to get exploded.
Oh yeah, why don't you
Granted-
also mention the workaround for the boon?
Yeah, no, that's why Vishnu incarnated as Rama to take care of Ravana. Now, are we talking about the Hindu gods are very fond of giving boons that they then cheat out of their ass to go and break them when these monsters go and inevitably go mad with power. I forget the name of this monster, but he basically said, I don't want to be killed by man, beast, or in the daylight or the nighttime. So Vishnu, again, because Vishnu is probably one of the most popular gods technically the most popular god is Ganesh, but Vishnu incarnates as a half lion, half human beast that can kills this specific demon by basically being at twilight.
Stabbing him at dusk. Yeah.
No, not stabbing him because weapons don't work either.
Eating him.
No, not eating him because that would count as like beast by basically putting a chokehold onto them until he with his thighs.
His powerful thighs.
It's powerful thighs.
I can't
Yes.
believe he got Xenia on the top.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Also, chat mentioned that actually your jump kick has the power of 2 hits,
Oh, okay.
which is weird.
Weird, the jump kick is more powerful?
Well,
Yeah, that
yeah, I. Oh, whoops, nope.
you alright there, buddy?
Oh. Okay, some things do more than 1 damage. Which I think I noticed that before, but just wanted to reiterate.
Sprite work is nice.
Yeah.
I like that you can punch fire.
Yes, it's very
I
nice.
can do.
Nope.
But sometimes you gotta show fire its place.
Oh. Oh, nope. Oh. Yeah, this game is actually pretty... Oh, I can just destroy that. Okay.
Apparently you can destroy everything.
Oh, that's what that ding noise is. Okay.
But that's unusual, a game where you can like destroy everything.
And climb on everything too. Also.
Yeah. Well, here we are at the Cliffs of Peril.
Now is this? Because remember what I want? Okay, because I did watch a long play of this. Okay, this does not control like I was expecting it to. Because I don't know if you can see on the overlay, but I have to hold down to climb.
I see.
So it's like the weird. It's like the final level of Kid Icarus, at least the Japanese version.
Oh no.
Except. Yeah, this doesn't feel great. It's serviceable, but... Oh god, especially... But then again, they give me enough health. That doesn't... Also, your hitbox for those attack is apparently incredibly generous.
I noticed.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just has to be the country mile, and then you're fine.
I wonder, does it... Oh, okay, and I don't even have... I could just sit at the bottom, too.
Then you would be blazing the sky.
I'm actually surprised they animated his clothes like billowing in the wind.
Yeah, and he has an idle animation too. It's pretty cool.
Oh. Oh. Okay, we're playing Castilian now. Okay, let's not. Oh. Oh. All right, because... So, do I just now... Okay. No, okay, so that's what that... Oh, okay, and I see it shows how much... Okay, that's neat. Oh. What?
Okay, but that noise he makes when he gets hit's really good.
Oh, nope. Oh. Oh, I got squished, that's why.
Weird eyeball creature.
Jeez. I'm good. Oh wow, even the contact damage with that guy takes a lot. Oh. Oop. Okay, so...
Do you think you have to go back to that gold platform with the light on it?
Oh. Oh, I see.
What does that do when you land on it?
It turns on these other platforms.
Oh, the Mega Man blocks.
Oh, you have to be really quick too. Oh, jeez. Wow, this timing is incredibly tight. Oh, nope. I was about to say, I'm like, okay, where do I... Oh, what?
Your foot got caught.
I guess.
Just fucked up your toe.
Okay.
Is Comet dashing to or where did it hit the spikes?
You'd hit the spikes.
Nope, not high enough. Oh. No, that's not gonna work.
This room is miserable without time wizardry.
Okay, let's see.
Rotate that sprite.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can't climb on. Oh, that's a wide jump. Wait, how the hell do...
Dash.
Okay. Oh, I see, it's getting bigger.
Yeah, you just noticed?
I just see now, I see now when it's going to, or when it's getting bigger. Okay, this- Okay.
No, you gotta duck in the corner. If you go back.
Oh.
He's become too big. I'm glad that you're just frozen in the air.
Oh.
Finally, you can heal yourself. Oh man. Feel
Okay.
about 7.
Let me do. Oh God.
Get ready. Let's go.
No depth perception, and it seems super squirrely.
Yeah.
It's just like the speedways from the GBA Spyro games.
It's like bad Space Harrier is what it is.
Yeah.
Digging the music for this bit though.
Okay. Can I? So, okay. So does it? Hold on, let's see. Or is this just gonna go on forever? Oh no.
Congrats at beating that level. Show
Mystic pattern.
Remember your mantra. Also, what's the other option? Okay, let's see what story is. Oh. Yeah, I think we'll probably end up doing one more boss. Because we have other things we need to take a look at. Oh, these are... I can definitely see this game becoming more of a dick.
Just absolutely rude.
Also, how much does heal cost? Okay, just 2. Oh, nope. There's not 2 of them on there. Nope. Yeah, this seems
look, this
seems neat. But if I didn't have more stuff to take a look at, then I would definitely consider going through this thing. So I don't think this game's terribly long. So I think the long play that I saw was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's not too bad then.
Oh, the ice level, hooray.
There's Ganesh, I think.
Yep, Elephant Head is Ganesh.
Ganesh is a good guy, though.
Yes, but you are breaking into a temple.
Yeah, you are in the wrong here. Technically speaking.
How do people get in the temple when all these, like, you know, walls keep crushing them?
Very carefully. Oh, they actually take the back door?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, gross. Oh, I hate this boss.
Yeah, this is bad.
That's neat.
It's a neat idea. It's just like, oh god, this is like the most 7-ass boss that I've ever seen.
I hate it. Does he just get faster with each rotation?
I guess. Oop.
This boss kinda sucks.
He's wearing out his welcome.
Whoop. Wait, what?
You broke the head, so you can't hit that spot anymore.
Oh, okay. Don't tell me I have to... Oh, jeez.
That's right, instant kill.
Oh. Hello again.
You only get one hit each time, man.
Oh my god, this is tedious.
Okay, thank you. At least that seems like a good power.
Yeah, it could definitely be helpful.
Okay, so yeah, that is. Yeah, I'd imagine that. I've not when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I'm specifically hitting those parts. I thought I was just hitting the center. But yeah.
I mean, the issue is you had no way of knowing.
Yeah, also, yeah. So, Skyblazer. That game actually seemed really good.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
It looks like one of the better. That's Game Boy Color or Advance? That looks Advance.
That was SNES.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
very
SNES.
Yeah.
That was aggressively SNES. That is a SNES ass
Yeah,
platform.
I was gonna say, it didn't sound nearly muffled enough to be a GBA game.
Oh wow!
God.
I was thinking it looked great for a GBA game. Is it SNES? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is a SNES ass platformer. Like,
Extremely SNES.
Above average, I would say.
Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere in the purple.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm thinking I would probably play that. 'Cause I'm trying to think. I think maybe below Samurai Pizza Cats is where I'd put it.
yeah, that sounds good to me.
Oops, no, let's put Samurai Pizza Cats again. Skyblazer. 71.
God, that entire game was aggressively SNES.
I believe it was 1993. I have the thing up. 94, actually.
Okay.
So
Actually, I'm kind
early
of curious.
SNES.
I'm looking up the composer. Harumi why does that sound... Oh. That is why that sounds familiar. Yeah, let's see. They worked on a bunch of Capcom games. Then Skyblazer. Yeah, and then it looks like a bunch of a couple of games for Band Presto. And then Todd McFarlane's Spawn. The original Tomba. And then the last game they worked on was Magical Tetris Challenge. Because yeah, I saw that name, I'm like, God, why does that name sound familiar? Oh, right. It's
Can't
Capcom.
believe she worked on the weaker Tomba soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, she. Yeah, the developer is credited as Yuki Ote. Yuki Ote. They made Hook, they made Skyblazer, Todd McFarlane Spawn, the video game called Tarot Mystery, Punky Skunk, and then some games for the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Someone had to.
I mean, the Neo Geo Pocket Color is a good console. And that is a SNES game.
Dear Lord, was it a SNES game?
And it is an action game.
A very SNESy SNES game.
I would probably call that atonal.
It was atonal. It didn't really. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll definitely agree. Skyblazer is those games is probably their best game. Although they did work on Bust a Move Pocket, which is still good, but that also is not really theirs. The sound was pretty good. It wasn't great, but I'd probably call it B.
Yeah, it was okay.
Style, some of the sprite work was pretty good, but nothing really stuck out.
Yeah, as I said, it was very SNES in its styling.
I'll be.
I mean, I appreciate like the details, like the movement of the clothes and whatnot, but I don't know. It looked good, but I don't know if I'd say it was anything special.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game felt really good. Like, I like that you can climb on a lot of things. Other than that one boss, notwithstanding.
God, that fucking boss.
So I'd still say B. Because there was a lot of nice touches, like the fact that they show you on the bar how much an attack does. Or like costs and all that. History, I don't think this game has been released on anything else, so I'm going to say E. Age, I'm just not going to bother. Approach, I'd probably put it D because it does seem like it would. I could already tell that's going to get difficult, and it is kind of known for being difficult. So yeah, that was Skyblazer. So now for a completely different game, tonally and everything. I believe Dementium was the one who. Yes, Dementium is the one who requested this game.
Ooh.
Also, I forgot that someone requested Pinball Quest. I would have normally done that. But
Tell me
no.
more.
I think that this game we should probably take a look at. Also, it's great because I'm going to have to put main, I'm going to have to load up main for this.
Oh boy.
Tell me more.
For a very specific reason. Okay, let me do this. And oh great, I already. So this is a game that if you were in an American arcade in the 90s, you have seen this game everywhere. I can already hear it whirring up.
Just gotta give it a sec.
I've never heard.
Yeah.
I guess it's just because I haven't used it for so long that it's like, oh hey, I actually have to do shit now. Because yeah, this is emulating a hard drive of its own.
Oh boy.
Ignore that. That's just saying that they didn't do the cheats right. But also, ignore the sound.
No, these are good noises.
Let me just make sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let's try this.
Bad vatter equals 0.
Okay, let's try.
I love Windows noises.
Yeah, it's basically they didn't do the cheats right, so yeah. So this is Area 51.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh
I can smell
god,
the
this
pizza
game.
cooking right now.
My hometown have
God, there was not. I would say this game was probably in 80% of an arcades across this country. Like, you would not step like 10 feet without seeing this game. No, it is not claymation. Let's just go ahead and start. This is a light gun game.
Hey, cursor.
You got a special
Yeah,
reticle.
also, yes. We gotta start at the beginning. Also, this has been just ingrained into my head.
Stay low.
God. So this is a light gun game in the vein of Lethal Enforcers, where things just pop up and you just shoot them. It is the most simple of light gun games. And it is like the best kind of arcade experience. You don't want to shoot them.
Don't forget to make barrels explode.
Oh yes, you can do that as well.
No.
Whoop.
I think the boxes with red lettering on them and stuff. Yeah. No.
Whoops.
We're already down to 1 health.
That is... I've never heard the sound in this game before.
Yeah.
So hearing the reload.
I remember I've seen this in plenty of arcades, but just never actually went through with it. Play.
God, this is such a magical time.
I thought that this was like one of those raw thrills games. Like at first, like I thought Eugene Jarvis worked on this, but apparently he did not.
Huh.
Also,
Jarvis except for Atari.
yeah, because this was actually developed by a company called Mesa Logic, which I couldn't really find much on them. Also, oh, that might be too much.
What are you shooting them with? That's a good question.
I think just it looks like a handgun. Because those are definitely pistol cartridges.
Also, that lady, what is she wearing?
Whoops. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Accidentally tabbed out of the window.
It's just hurling barrels all day.
So this game did apparently get ports to the Saturn and to the PlayStation. I remember having the PlayStation version. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Ah, god damn it. I keep on tabbing out the window.
Did you just play it with the analog stick or whatever?
I'm playing with a mouse.
No, but I meant on the PlayStation.
Yes. So there were light guns for the PlayStation. And particularly, it's actually kind of interesting because the PlayStation, the main light gun that this would work with was the Konami Justifier. That I don't even know what in the game in the US, because I can't remember if there's a port of Lethal Enforcers. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe there was a Resident Evil spin-off as well. I think you used the controller for that one. But yeah, so, because the thing is that there was Time Crisis and Point Blank for the PlayStation, so the Gun Con was a thing. The Gun Con does not work for this. Because that one had some special other, like, hardware that you had to, like, hook in compared to, like, another light gun. Like, that, you had to, like, plug in, you had to, like, route your AV cable through the Gun Con in order to get it to work. But the Saturn, anything could work, because they didn't really have any weird special ones like that.
What the fuck is even happening?
Yeah.
Aliens.
So yeah, this game did get a sequel called Area 51 Site 4, I believe. And there's also a spiritual successor to this. I can't remember which one came out first, Site 4 or Maximum Force. Which, if I remember, Maximum Force is basically just this, except you're just playing, or just shooting against humans. Like, it's not nearly as interesting. I mean, considering how not interesting this game already is. Because
Yeah,
there's
the thing.
there is one thing to say about this game is that this game shows you exactly what this game's about. Like, within like 5 minutes, you've seen exactly everything that this game has to offer.
Yeah, how do you make an FMV light gun game this kind of boring?
It's because you don't have it like because there's not enough railings for people to fall off.
There's not like there's any power-ups to like add some variety.
Because yeah,
You have
the power up.
shotgun, but who cares?
Yeah, I got the shotgun and I have this, which is technically a power up. But yeah, this is like Lethal Enforcers is more interesting than this.
And it doesn't have like Time Crisis' crazy nonsense story.
Not even that, it just because Time Crisis has like the thing with the pedal actually makes it a lot more interesting to play. This is just you just have your gun.
You're in a warehouse.
Yep. I think that this the reason this probably sold well is that the fact that it was just a light gun game that was relatively, it didn't take up a whole lot of space because it was basically just the size of an arcade cabinet. Whereas things like Time Crisis and even like Operation Wolf required a pretty good amount of space.
Yeah, and it's also, I guess, since you're shooting monsters, it's not imitatable or whatever.
Hey, hurry up! We gotta go!
It's like you turn left, you look at him like, what are you wearing?
Recon shows level 5 contamination on street. Copy that. We're out of here. Keep it tight, people.
So I think the thing with this game is basically, so Ed Logg, who is a very noted Atari games developer, he actually supposedly started work on they wanted him to make a light gun game. The thing is, right around the time that they asked him to do that, he left to join Electronic Arts. So basically they're like, okay, we have this kind of half-finished project. Why don't we just outsource it to this one company and end up making this?
This amazing piece of art, yeah.
Because, God, just thinking of, like, yeah, just thinking of things like, say, Mad Dog McCree or any of the other Laserdisc light gun games, like, you'd probably actually get more enjoyment out of those because those, while maybe not the best games, are at least more, say, entertaining.
Well, there's no diversity in environments. Look, more barrels. Yay.
Because I was thinking, like, even Lethal Enforcers, like, had you go through different areas and, like, you're fighting bosses, whereas in this, it's just, you're just shooting stuff.
You're shooting the same goofy guys over and over. This looks like what you would see in a 1990s movie of what they would say a video game is.
Yeah.
Transport main suite to admin. LD is hot.
Which is weird, because I bet like the guys who made this game had themselves in the back. It's, look how awesome this is!
I mean, for 95, this does look, like, for being something CG, I think, granted, it's probably just, like, video, but still.
Yeah, it says FMV with sprites on top. No. Oh my god, diversity.
Oh, right, I forgot you fought these things. Which basically the thing is just, oh, they just take more hits.
That's the first time someone tried to punch you.
Reload.
Okay.
I like how you have to set it off like on the left side to reload.
Because, yeah, that's actually kind of weird how it works, because as it says, so what you would do in the original arcade is basically you would just shoot off the screen, which I mean, when you're playing the actual arcade game or with a light gun, it's a lot easier. Whereas in this, it just feels really weird. But that is just because of the way I'm playing it.
I'm surprised they don't have a main key or whatever defines for that.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually there's a button that you can, like, map. But I guess not in this. At least I'm pretty sure there isn't. Oh, let's see. No, it doesn't look like it. I'll put one more credit. Or no, I was gonna say, actually what you should do is you bind reload and you bind shoot to the same button, so you just have infinite ammo. Except I don't know if that would actually work. Yeah, I think in the PC port you would actually just hit a button to reload.
Yeah, I wonder if the priority would be there then.
Yeah, there can be also a problem if reloading is a frame lag, so you have your rate of fire. But we don't know. We're not going to play this up on.
It's not worth caring.
Oops.
Hell happened to General Weatherby?
Well, I guess we gotta quit now.
We'll never know.
Because yeah, that's Area 51. It is that game. That thing that you saw, like for 5 minutes, that is what that game is.
Like, I appreciate that you had 3 coworkers. One who was dressed sensibly, the lady with her fucking suit unzipped, and the dude without a shirt.
Yeah.
They put some thought into it. If they're going to hire some models, they hired some nice-looking models.
Because let me just see what. Because let's see, what gun games do we have? We have Space Gun. Like, I would play Space Gun over that. And the next gun game that we have is versus Duck Hunt, which I would definitely put this above versus Duck Hunt.
Where do you put this above track and field?
No. I would probably... God, I would almost probably just put it above versus Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
It's really bland.
Yeah, it is the game that you, when you're in the arcade, it's like, okay, I've played every other game so many times, I just need something different. Because, yeah. It was Area 50. Well, the thing is also, it's Area 51 and Daytona, USA were just the cabinets that I saw all over the place. And no, actually, Area 51 is the game that pretty much always was 50 cents, whereas Daytona, USA was usually 75. Because, yeah, it is basically okay, I can't, yeah, I'm down to my last, like, few quarters, I'll just play this. God, also, it's just reminding me of the laser tag place that was by us when I grew up. Like, they had Area 51, they had Daytona, USA, they had Soul Edge, and they also had Time Killers.
Ooh.
Which is not a good game.
It has
Yes.
dismemberment, though.
That doesn't make it better.
That's the only thing worth mentioning.
It is. But yes. God, yeah, that was 1995.
Man,
Oh, that was the other thing that I was going to mention about it. So the hardware that game ran on is basically just a modified Jaguar.
I believe it.
But never had a Jaguar port. Which, by the way, that was another thing that I saw at MagFest, is I held a Jaguar controller for the first time. Boy, does that thing
Oh my God.
suck.
Aren't they amazing?
No.
As in amazing as like someone said, this is a good idea.
I mean, yes.
somebody signed off on that.
Yeah.
And then they turned it into a toilet.
I always wondered if there was somebody at like the Microsoft Xbox when they're making the first one saying, well, you know, it's kind of small. It's not as big as a Jaguar.
Actually, that person who signed off on it had freakishly huge hands.
I mean, I would almost rather hold a Duke than the Jaguar controller.
Yeah, the Duke actually. Yeah.
Hey, I have freakishly huge hands, and I can't hold a Duke.
Gun.
But somehow I'm not surprised at Jaguar hardware, but no Jaguar port. A lot of the Jaguar people never got paid.
I mean, also it's an Atari game, so
Right. In the way past the golden age, past
Oh,
the
yeah.
silver age, Atari.
God, I don't even know what to call that tonally. I just say atonal.
Do you have like a? Do you have an edgelord tone?
Kinda. Is that what
Because
this
if you
is?
don't, you should.
I think that's the edgelord tone because I don't know what else I've put on it.
It's definitely very edgelordy.
Actually,
It's one step away from being Rob Liefeld.
No. Oh, yes. So it is just straight up edgy. So yes. The sound was MIDI.
I was surprised they had so many vocal samples.
So I'll do C. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It has a style. Whether or not I would call it a good style is debatable.
I would probably rate it as C just because, first of all, you could recognize what everything was. They were consistent about blue and black are friendlies, whereas orange and purple are bad guys. And it was aggressively very 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just say C. A feel, I mean, it is about as basic as you can get for a Lycon game. Like, even Lycon games from the 80s were more interesting than that.
Yeah, it didn't strike me as all that cheap either, but we didn't get that far. You had a lot of multi.
It seemed like enemies were starting to take more damage. And, they came out sooner, so...
C or D.
I actually might think D. History. God, this game was everywhere.
Yeah, I would probably just rate it as C though, because even though it was everywhere, like no one made an imitation of it. It didn't have a lasting impact. It's not part of a line.
Yeah. Age. I'll put C. It is part of a line. I mean, yes, with Maximum Force, which actually there were dual cabinets that you could play either Maximum Force or Area 51, if I remember correctly. But
Okay,
yeah,
well, I still think it would at most rate as C though.
I still think it's C because it's like, oh yeah, it's that game that's everywhere, but it's like, it's that game. It's like, I'm trying to think of an analog. It's like those sports games that like everyone had one, but no one really was like, oh yeah, it's just a game that I had. It's like Bubsy in a way that if you throw out the like ironic factor of Bubsy, it was like that game that everyone kind of had, but no one really was like, oh yeah, that game. It was just.
I've got a better example. They're making a movie out of Altered Beast simply because people remember that as the pack-in game for their Segas.
All right, I didn't. Okay.
I mean, they made a Rampage movie.
Yes. I mean, they also made a movie based on the board game Battleship, but still.
They also made a second Jumanji where the Jumanji becomes like an Atari game.
Yeah, I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
Approach, I'm just going to put C. Okay, so that was Area 51. Oh, also...
It sure was.
I forgot to put the rank. I forgot to put the ranking. That was what? 30.5?
More than versus Duck Hunt, and that's about it.
Yeah. Okay, so for this last game, this was a game that Torpo requested that I play.
Yep.
The thing is that I am not going to be doing the version that most people would probably imagine because it's an N64 game, and the N64 is bad in many ways,
First off, fuck you.
including emulation.
To be fair, that is because a number of other problems.
Yes. So I am actually going to be doing a version of this game that I've actually kind of been curious about. I'm gonna launch it
Is
real quick.
No. You filthy fuck.
You,
That's what I think it is.
you terrible criminal.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not SPK.
But yeah, no. Oh god. N64 emulation is a special kind of hell because of the cartridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way I can get the one in RetroArch to work is through turning it so that it uses OpenGL and it doesn't
So yeah,
run
here's
right.
the fun part. It's fucking Atlas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Atlas published. Developed by this company, which is Racdym.
Shake, shake.
No.
I
Sure.
barely know him.
Hell yeah, good game.
This isn't Snow.
I know.
There's Snow.
Well, there's no. Terrifying. There's ghosts on these mountains.
Just with the power of the PS1, we can get away with this cutscene.
I feel like she's dressed inappropriately for both the desert and the snow.
Just, man, this art style really fucking stands out as terrible when you see it animated like this.
Oh no, there's a ninja now.
I was say there was a ninja in the original, but you had to unlock him.
Oh, sure.
I think you have to
Yeah.
unlock him in this one too. But this is Snobow Kids Plus. Released for the N64 originally as Snowboard Kids over here. This is a Japanese exclusive version that came out on the PlayStation, which is for the most part the same game, although they did add a few things.
Well, it's plus. I like the art. It's got like a
So-
hero vibe to it.
Yeah, let's just start. So this is actually a first of a genre here, because this is a kart racer, very much.
Yeah.
In the N64 version, you could have up to 4 people. In this one, you can only have 2.
Serious downgrade. They had included the anime cutscene, but lost 2 players.
Oh, also I don't have any. Okay.
Look, there's only so much space, okay?
I'd
Okay.
rather have more players than anime.
Wait. Okay.
So if you're wondering why there were more boxes than you'd imagine.
God, they added this shit. What?
So yeah, there is kind of a story in this one, or they elaborate more on it.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Yes, they're very nosy in this and the sequel.
They've always been nosy. They were nosy from the get-go.
Oh yes.
I mean, there's the guy who...
But I remember
like
the original and also the sequel having a more cartoony look to them than this.
Yes.
So just being anime with giant noses.
Yeah, because that is Linda, I believe.
Yeah, Linda.
Nancy.
Spike is the main character, if memory serves. I think that was
I
his
think his name is Slash.
Slash. That was it. Slash.
Surashu.
God.
Yes, Slash.
I wanted to be Spike because it's somehow less terrible than
Non.
Slash.
Okay, that's nonce. Is it Han?
Okay,
Was
that's
Hanera?
Nancy.
Hanera? Oh, Pamela, I believe. Yeah, Pamela. Yes.
That is a
Anshi.
terrifying birthmark. Why does the teacher have a gun?
I don't think this is the teacher.
Is this not? I can't tell. Everyone looks the same.
Worst same face in an anime I've ever
Same nose, I think you mean.
seen. True.
God, this place is terrifying. I've never seen any of this before.
I remember seeing on YouTube that someone made a fan dub of this.
I mean, I'm not surprised, just disappointed. Can't believe you've done this. I like that even in fast forward it moves slow.
Yeah, thank God you're finally fast forwarded this. It's not even animated.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, see, the original's great because it just gets straight to the action. Also, I have no clue who this is.
That's Nicole. She is. So the thing with Snobow Kids Plus is that they add 2 new characters.
Just like the Evangelion rebuild.
So when do they sword fight? With their noses.
Right now.
Yeah.
Damn it!
This is
Oh,
hot.
wait, well, what?
Is there a
Wait,
Rhapsody?
what?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, there are animal characters in the that were already
Yeah,
in there.
Like,
I forgot
the big
about that.
Snowboard dude is a dog, man.
Yes. Yep. Okay, you know what?
This is hell! Thank you! Nobody cared!
Okay. I didn't realize how long that would go on for. Okay,
Hacked on.
so here,
I
so
know what's going on if I don't know the whole back.
okay, so I believe Slash, Nancy, Linda, Tommy, and Jam are the okay. So yeah, those I believe were the only original 5 you could
Yep.
select. Pamela, Nicole, and Ruby are the ones
Okay,
that
come
they've
on!
added.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
There. Okay, so basically, if I remember correctly, the loop of this game is you're trying to earn enough money to go to new areas to upgrade your boards so you can eventually just beat all the things. Here are also some trick things, time attack, and the shop. The shop is mostly the same as the original, with some interesting exceptions. So in the board, you can get better boards. I believe this is... I forgot what they were called in the original. I believe... Will they say what it is? Yeah, I can't quite tell what that is. I know this one's the all-around board, and I believe this one's the... Who? Trick... It looks like basically speed one. And then here... So, one thing they added in this one is that you can get alternate costumes.
Yeah, so... Listen, my problem was, in case it wasn't obvious, that this guy is straight up Ruby Rod.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right. I see that now.
It's more obvious when you look at the portrait, but yeah.
But also, one other thing you can do is
What?
you can color your hair.
Fifth Element.
Yeah, no, it's like once you said that's like
That makes a lot of sense now, yeah.
So yeah, you can color your hair in this one. You could not do that in the N64 one. So let's actually just go ahead and actually show what the game is.
Just fucking play the damn game.
Okay, so I believe this is the first level.
Yep.
It's almost like if you played the English version, you'd be able to read things.
I mean, for the most part, you can kind of tell what things are. Of course, the one thing that you have to deal with now is, well, loading times.
Anime.
Okay.
Ready? Go!
So the thing that makes this different to say something like Mario, oh, that's right, is the fact that one, you don't actually, you kind of just go. Oh, timed it off.
You have a jump button that you can also hold down.
Yeah, it's just the timing's a little weird.
forget, does it help your speed if you hold it down? Also, man, this music is entirely new to me.
Yeah, they did change the thing. Also, one other thing they had, this part is autopilot. You can have it so that it autopilots it.
Fucking bullshit! I hate this!
This is a coward's game.
You can, in fact, turn that off, though.
Good! Fuck you!
No,
Okay.
no. Take advantage of the convenience.
The thing is, it also can screw you over, because it's not exactly the smartest.
So another thing quick is that you get money, in case you didn't notice on the field. You use that money to purchase the various power-ups and abilities. And also any money you have left over gets added to whatever winnings you get. And you can then use that in between stages to buy shit.
Yep. If
Actually
you want to
digging
get
this new track.
Out where it has an LP.
This game
Out
looks
of this
adorable.
one,
What was that?
Not of this one, but of the proper, you know, N64.
Yeah, he did the N64 ones.
also the N64 one, I'm gonna be honest, looks nicer.
That is one thing that I believe in exchange for... I forgot what exactly they did a little bit better. The thing is, the draw distance is not as good in this one. Also, some of the attack power-ups, you can shoot backwards, but not all of them.
Yeah, there's some dreadful popping.
It's a shame, like the N64 looks much better.
Also, I believe the N64 one's a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yep. I like the new tunes, but the original music is also very good.
It is.
Like this is
That's the one
completely
improvement I'll give
different.
is the music.
I don't know, like the original music's very good, but it's completely different from this.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because the company that made this game, Racdym, they're kind of an interesting company. I believe they worked on some. I believe they worked on some of the N64 Bomberman games. They also had a series of fighting games for the PS1. The first one called Genai Shogi's Shadow Struggle, and the second one called Critical Blow, which is pretty interesting.
Coin.
Okay, they did Bomberman 64.
Hell yeah.
So there's Bomberman Land 2 and Bomberland Wii and Bomberman Kart and Bomberman Kart DX. They also did all 3 of the Fullmetal Alchemist games.
So yeah, the ghost slows you down.
And yeah, the tricks you can actually do from that you don't even need to get off a ramp to do them. You can just jump. The issue is you will probably eat shit and fall over like an idiot.
You destroyed them.
Okay, what the fuck? You could. Why was it an issue? Oh,
Oh, wait.
You need to show them how to properly win. Just rewind back to before you got by the rock.
Also, if you didn't hear it, pay attention to his voice clip. God damn it. No, I can't.
So yeah, you can still get hit by items. God, these games are incredibly charming.
Yes.
I'm just sad you couldn't get the N64 one.
The sad thing is, I was actually debating about pulling out my actual N64 because I have a copy of this. The thing is, my SCAR cable is still dead, so
You need to do something about that.
Yeah.
Do you have 2?
No. Well, I have my AV cable, but I couldn't find it in time.
Well, no. I meant do you have Snowboard Kids too?
Oh no, I don't.
Damn, that's a shame.
So yeah, I probably could. Oh right. It is a Japanese game, so X and O. Nope, not enough for that. Not enough for that. Oh, that's just select what you have.
Turn back.
But we can.
I mean, to be fair, Clark, we don't know the conversion rate of gold. So yeah, you need to go through all these and get first place, but after you do that, you'll unlock a new course. First place that, and you get another course, and I think that is the one where you unlock Shinobi.
Yes. I think that one's the fun one where it's basically it's a 10-lap thing, but the course is incredibly short.
Yeah, it's a super short course, but yeah.
It's like Baby Park, but not. I don't think you can unlock the dog.
I think you can unlock them in 2, but not in this one.
Oop.
That makes you invincible. I don't know why you used it.
I don't know, just show it off, I guess.
Sure.
Oh, when you get smushed like that, you can actually hit the button to get yourself out of it faster. Oh, nope.
So we need to stop hitting like this.
You can't body
There you
check
go.
people or anything?
Nope.
Oh, there you go.
I think this is one of the ones you can shoot backwards.
Yep.
So how come none of these guys are in Persona?
Because Atlas kind of forgot. Well, technically Atlas didn't make it, they just published it.
Yeah. There was also the Snowboard Kids DS game, and that...
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Because basically they tried to make it not quite edgy, but they made it for teens.
Teens ruin
Oh,
everything.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one you can't do close range.
They didn't have like this goofy cartoony art style or anything like that. They kind of just played it all a bit more straight.
Nope.
God, these noises.
I do appreciate how they like they played around with like race length and everything, like how long a lap is and how many laps you'd actually have to do.
Yeah, and the number of laps changes depending upon the length of the course. Also, Chad, it wasn't edgy. It was very much meant to like appeal to a slightly older audience.
Oh god, it looks terrible.
And it lost a lot of its charm in the process.
What was the more
SPK.
Because that's what makes it cooler for kids now. Only editions. And they took out all the weird noses.
Yep. No,
Everyone's
It's
just Naruto now. They literally made it Naruto.
Disgusting.
God, this ski lift is one of my favorite parts about these games because it is the purest chaos.
Yeah, you can easily get screwed over if all 4 people are there.
Especially if you don't come in at the right angle and instead somebody knocks you out of the way, you're stuck there waiting.
The lift only holds 1 person?
Yep.
Yep.
Nope.
And like an actual ski, lift, you'll have to wait for the next little seat.
Yep.
Also, there doesn't seem to be a thing where... Great.
Oh yeah, the parachute is an absolute bastard.
Yes.
I believe the parachute you... Okay, is this the one where it doesn't home? Because if you just get a hit with it, it's just, they're screwed.
Yeah. Because they have to wait to slowly fall down.
Yeah, weapons tend to have varying degrees of homing. The slap is probably the most aggressive.
Also, it seems like... Can't remember if I just said this, but there doesn't seem to be like a, oh, you're in first so you're not getting good items. It is everyone has equal opportunity of getting items.
There's the group of mice, I think, doesn't come up for first.
Oh, okay.
As well
mice
as the
do?
multi-pan.
I think the mice, is that the stealing one?
Yeah, that's the stealing one. Though I think that's not until 2. Not sure.
Yeah, I think that's not until 2.
Certain things kind of blend a little in my mind. Yeah, I think they're still really solid kart racers. That's what they are. They're snowboarding, but they play like a kart racer. And I do think they hold up pretty well. So
Yeah.
2 improves upon this in a lot of ways.
Maybe they're having a lot more gimmicky tracks.
A lot more gimmicky tracks, a lot more board variety, a number of more
Oops.
characters. A lot more visually interesting tracks, too. Come to find out, there's not a whole lot of snowboarding in Snowboard Kids 2.
Yeah, there's that. I just remember the one that I remember the most is the one where you got miniaturized. So
Yup. There's also the one where you go to space.
right.
You know, there's
Yes.
the other one where you go to the jungle and race a T-Rex. Snowboard Kids 2 really ups the ante, but this one, while
Still
being...
solid.
Yeah, no, it plays shit a lot more straight, but it's still a lot really enjoyable. Incredibly charming.
I guess my question is the Fifth Element that big in Japan that they made a character based on?
I think.
Well, he's not really based on Ruby Rod. That kind of hairstyle is very much Yankee, like associated with Yankee characters.
Everything
Yeah.
about him looks...
It seems more than just because when did the Fifth Element come out?
He's even named Ruby. Actually, this specific version of the game came out in 99. Fifth Element was 97.
Okay. Let's take a look at some of these games.
I guess, does Japan just really like Chris Tucker?
Well, who doesn't like Fifth Element? I mean, even I like
Fair.
Fifth Element, and I hate everything.
Oh, good.
Ready?
Oh, the dog shows up in the Trick Game logo, but he's not actually in the game.
I appreciate that initial trick you did.
Fine.
Oh,
What is this like Final Fantasy battle theme? I swear this. Holy hell. Man, you royally fucked that one.
yeah, let's not do that one again. Let's try this one. Oh, God. If I can remember what button does what.
One day, you'll figure it out.
Hold on.
Oh my god, the load screens are killing me.
Ready? Go!
Oh, right.
You're supposed to shoot the snowman?
Yep.
Unfortunately, ramming them does not count as shooting them. Nice job threading the needle.
Get.
Go! I am Superman!
Yeah, I did it.
You sure did.
Yep.
Okay, so I think that's enough of that. Because I think we've kind of seen what that game has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've seen the loop.
Okay, so yeah, that was Snobow Kids Plus, but basically Snowboard Kids. That belongs in,
Same.
and that belongs in the Dex category. I'm trying to think, what racing games do we have? We have Pole Position 2, Antarctic Adventure, and Crazy Taxi. So a lot of games that are basically racing games.
I would prefer it over Crazy Taxi personally.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. But over Battle Clash.
No. I
Okay.
think Battle Clash is still a better game. Now, if this was Snowboard Kids 2, then maybe we could talk. But
Yeah. So 71. That came out in 1990.
the specific version you were playing was 99, but the original was 97.
Okay, 97.
You should use 99 then, because it's the plus. It's got more content.
Sure. Let's see.
That stunning intro, which we've been playing until next year.
Let's see, and then oh god, is it Racdym? Because it's good because they changed the name of the company so that Japanese people could actually spell it better.
Yeah, it's Racdym now.
I'll just do that.
It originally was Racdym, which was Racdym, but yeah,
Okay, that's what it was.
they're Racdym now. And yeah, they changed their name to Racdym so it could be more easily pronounced in Japanese.
Now, what we call? Thank you for the follow. Now is that? Would we call that
really
cutesy, or would we call that anime?
Cutesy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
QC.
You guys were all complaining about the noses.
I would never.
I mean, there are anime that have very pointy noses.
I was complaining actually that they made the art more anime in this version.
Yeah. Well, I still think I would still go with cutesy.
I was going to say, if you want an anime with pointy noses, let me tell you about two called what was it? I know Kaiji's one of them, and what's the Mashong one by the same author?
Oh god, I don't.
Those are some very pointy noses.
Yeah, no.
Cyber 009.
Oh, that one, yes. Oh, yeah.
And some Tezuka ones. But this is definitely more cute. Like you can see when they do SBK, they just go, we're just anime now.
So yeah. The sound is pretty good. Let me actually, since I do have the N64 soundtrack right here, let me just play the, let's see. Here's the track for the first mountain. And here's the track for the second mountain. So, it seems like there are more arrangements than new tracks.
And I really like the originals, but there's a bit of bias there.
I mean, they're both really good, though.
The music's really good regardless, though, yeah.
So yeah, I would still say at least B.
I would probably say B. There's definitely room for improvement, but it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Style, though, I would personally say A, because it is very much a style all its own.
It is. And I would not mind saying A. Feel, it's a pretty basic racing game. And it's definitely one that feels a little aged, especially compared if you're more familiar with like modern like stuff. But still, it's definitely not bad, and it's very much playable still. So I would say B.
Yeah.
History, fortunately, really, this has kind of been tossed to the wayside.
Been forgotten, yeah.
And age, and we're not going to bother with. And then approach. I remember the Shinobin one being incredibly difficult, but that's just...
Oh, it's an absolute bastard because he is untouchable.
But I think that's just a one-off scenario. Because I think the rest of the game is pretty fine.
I think he's the only close thing to like a boss in the game.
No, that's 2. Because I was thinking, doesn't 2 have like legitimate bosses?
2 has legitimate bosses, like a bunch of them, but...
Yeah.
For one, Shinobin, I think, is the closest thing to a boss, and that's only because he is untouchable for the entire race.
Okay, so yeah, that is Snowboard, kids. Yeah, so that was kind of the games that I had set aside to rank for this, but trust me, we're not done taking a look at requests. So yeah. So yes, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all for watching. If you are watching this on Twitch, you can follow me on YouTube if by going to youtube.ldp.life, and that should take you straight to my YouTube, where you can watch edited versions of these at your leisure. Then there is also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch these being recorded live and see all my wonderful technical wonders live. And yeah, streams are 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. So yep, you can tune in live for those. If you want to keep a track on seeing what I am doing, both on the streams and also just in general, you can follow me on Twitter at LolaThePuzzlo. And if you want to do the same, but also take part in polls and other various stuff, you can follow me, or you can join my Discord server by going to discord.ldp.life. Also, since I saw that someone followed, I would just like to point out, if one more person follows, that will push me over 150. Which means that I will hit my first milestone, which means that I will be playing La Mulana. So,
Finally, you two can experience.
if you have not followed yet and you want to see me do that, please follow now. So yes, there's that. Also, I think it's 3 more subs. Well, actually, it's probably might be 2 more subs. Then I will play Cave Story. So yeah, there's that. So that should do it for tonight. So thank you all for watching.